Hi there folks, we're here at Gleneagles and today we're going to give you a run through of everything you need to know about Taylor's new M3 and M4 drivers. We're going to go into the technology in these drivers and we're also going to tell you which one suits your game the best. We're also going to be joined by Jowett, the head professional here at Gleneagles. He's going to give us some handy tips on how we can get the most out of these clubs, add some distance to the drives and find some more fairways. So let's get started. So Andy, thank you for having us up here today. You've been a TaylorMade ambassador for about 8 years now. What is it that makes these drivers, the M3 and M4, the best you've ever seen from TaylorMade?
I think this latest edition, if you like, just combines everything from the previous models and then so much more. So great aesthetics, it looks superb as you put the club down, but then all of that technology that's going to help give you optimised distance. But then this year there's really an emphasis on that improved accuracy, tighter shot dispersion, which I think can be a benefit to all golfers, if you like.
So Andy, what's one of the most common mistakes you see with amateurs when you're fitting them for these new drivers? How can they gain more distance?
I guess probably the most prominent mistake is that most amateurs treat the driver the same as the iron. So they tend to feel as though they want to hit down on the ball a little bit, so they get a little steep on it. Therefore, launch angle with the driver is going to come out too low, the spin rate's going to pop up, and as a result of that, you tend to get that ball flight where it just kind of pops up and you lose distance, it maybe stalls a little bit, and they're just not maximising performance out of this technology. So, if we hit down on it a little bit, going to struggle to flight the golf ball. Launch angle is going to be particularly low. So we can see there, 9-degree driver, we've launched it at 1.3, we've just attacked it, we've come down on it too steep. As a consequence of that, the spin rate jumps up a little bit, and therefore we're just not going to get that distance that we should be getting out of this kind of technology.
So how would you then get your attack angle more up, get that launch angle up, get that ball in the air?
I think we can do a lot of that just through setup, so we don't particularly need to change the swing or the technique too much. So a couple of little changes just from a setup point of view. Certainly we'd like to make sure that the ball position's maybe just a touch further forward, so just forward of the front heel. And then really make sure that the right shoulder just sits a little bit underneath the left. So we get nice and athletic, we're in a real strong position in the setup. That's going to allow us to sweep the ball a little bit more, pick it up off the tee, launch it a little bit higher, a little bit lower spin rate, and just maximise that distance. Give it a wee go. So hopefully off the back of that one, a little bit more out of the centre of the face. Launch angle should be a little bit higher, so we're up there at 12.2. You can see that the spin rate's dropped down as well, and therefore we get a little bit more carry, a little bit more distance.
So Andy, I know this is something I struggle with. I can get pretty steep with the driver, so you're saying I just a bit more off the left heel and drop that right shoulder?
Yeah, absolutely. I think if the ball position feels as though it's kind of half an inch further forward than you would normally have it, okay. And then just the right shoulder a little bit lower, what that's going to allow you to do is just come in a little bit shallower into the ball, almost sweep the ball off the tee rather than hitting down on it. Mm-hmm. Should allow you just to launch it that touch higher and just take a little bit of the spin off it as well, so maximise that distance. So you can see from that, attack angle nice and shallow coming into it, so nice and even. Launch angle a little bit higher and great spin rate as well, so you're really going to start to get a little bit more performance out of the golf for us.
I think the great thing, and they're pretty decent numbers for me, but I think Andy would agree, I could probably get that launch angle up a wee bit, I could also get my spin rate up a little bit more. Great thing with M3 is we've now got the new Y track. This new adjustability system gives you more than 1,000 unique CG configurations, so this allows us to play with the spin to such a high degree. We could fiddle about with this and get those spin rates probably to what, the 2,000 mark?
Yeah, around about, yeah, anywhere from that kind of 1,900 to 2,000 would be perfect, and as you say, just try and get that feel so we get that launch angle edging a little bit closer to maybe 12 degrees, and that's really going to kind of optimise that ball flight.
And that's the great thing, we've got the adjustable sleeve as well, I can adjust the loft. I've got it set 9.5 here in my M3, I've got the weights in the forward position, so all I would need to do with that kind of swing is put those weights back, crank that loft up a couple of degrees, and I'm just getting free distance, aren't I?
Yeah, absolutely. All it's going to do is you're going to maximise carry, but then you'll also get a little bit more out of it when it lands as well. So yeah, for you, it's just going to optimise that distance for you.
So Andy, we've got the M3 and the M4. How do we decide which one would suit our game the best?
Good question. M4 I think is a little bit more forgiving overall. Obviously a lot of similar technology in both models. Certainly the TaylorMade engineers with this one with the geoacoustic sole, the carbon crown, they managed to move a little bit more of the weight, so the centre of gravity is lower, further back, higher MOI, a lot more forgiveness. You're going to get a higher launch, which most golfers are looking for.
With the M3 though, this is probably, it's the lower spine one, it's probably going to be a bit more suited towards the better player. We've got a bit more adjustability, as I said, we've got the Y-track, we've got the loft sleeve. However, if you bring those weights back and split them in the Y-track, this is almost as forgiving as the 2016 M2, so don't get me wrong, that's probably more forgiving, but this is a highly forgiving clip now, let's not forget that. I think what's interesting is, both are getting a lot of usage out on tour, John Ram, Dustin Johnson, they've got the M4 in the bag, but guys like Rory McIlroy, Tiger Woods, they've got the M3, so, there's a good mix. I think, you could get both to work for your game, but as you say, if you want maximum forgiveness, M4 is probably the one for you, yeah? Yeah, absolutely. I think, like you said, with the custom fit options that you've got available in M3, M4, you can make the driver work for you, for the individual, but definitely M4 is just going to have the slight edge on that forgiveness element. Now, we're both getting great speed off these drivers. That's come off so hot. And for the first time in TaylorMade's adjustable driver option, we've got a speed pocket, we've got Hammerhead technology, which is just going to give you extra speed. It means that the M3, as we said earlier, although it's probably more suited towards the better player, it's a great fit for most golfers. Yeah, absolutely. We mentioned it before, M4, yes, is probably just that little bit more forgiving, but that certainly shouldn't negate from the fact that M3 has that forgiveness as well. It's got all the same technology with that extra little bit of versatility through the Y-track as well, so there's probably just that little bit more flexibility there. But it's not pigeonholed, if you like, just for the better golfers. It could be for everybody. So I think with going through the custom fit process, that'll help identify which is going to perform best for you, M3 or M4. Hammerhead technology is something entirely new from TaylorMade. It's a redesign of their speed pocket. It's been split into 3 sections, and what it's basically allowed them to do is make the face a bit thinner and also a bit hotter. So you're going to get combines with twist face and vertical technologies to give you more speed across more of the face. So more speed is what we're all looking for. Yeah, absolutely. Ultimately clubhead speed and then that conversion into ball speed is what's going to give us that distance and that optimal performance. That with the control on the spin rate and the launch angle, which you're starting to get there, and you can see through that ball flight, you start to see the results. Absolutely. So you've heard mine and Andrew's take on the M3 and M4 drivers, but let's put it in the hands of some of the golfers here today, Gleneagles. Let's see what they have to say.
The M4 had a fantastic feeling, a really solid feeling, and it wouldn't balloon in the air, the ball didn't balloon in the air, it had a really penetrating flight, and very forgiving driver, superb.
Well, yeah, very solid. Lower trajectory than my driver, yeah, which is quite an old one, so I might have a look at TaylorMade's.
Yeah, a lot lighter than the driver that I'm currently using. Really nice to look down at, and I was hitting it pretty well. Or at least that last one anyways had some serious pop to it, so I liked it quite a bit, yeah.
I think one of the great things about these new TaylorMade drivers is it gives you a bit more help in finding the fairways, and that's thanks to twist face. I've got a wee plastic mock-up of it here. So this technology is completely revolutionary. It's something we've never seen in driver face design. It's designed to counteract a golfer's most common mishits, the ones from the high toe and low in the heel. So that high toe shot, that sort of duck hook you get, it comes out with no spin and it's really low. The low heel shot, that's a bit, it's a bit slicey and it's cutting and it's really spinny. To counteract that, TaylorMade have opened the face in the high toe area and also lofted up, so you're going to get a bit of a higher ball flight and a bit less hook. In the low heel area, it's been de-lofted and shut ever so slightly, so you're going to get a bit less of a slice and lower spin. So ultimately, you're going to find more fairways thanks to your mishits going a bit straighter and a bit longer. Have you found that to be the case?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, I think it doesn't matter what standard of golfer you are, whether you're a tour player, good golfer, or a weekend amateur, if you like. Having that confidence of knowing that your off-centre hits are going to be a little bit tighter with the shot dispersion just allows you to swing a little bit freer, and TaylorMade deliver exactly what they say. They provide straight distance.
So that's us wrapped up today, folks. Andy, thanks for having us up here. It's been great. I hope that's given you an insight and everything you need to know about these two drivers. They're both fantastic. You know, Andrew has also given us some handy tips to get a bit more distance and hopefully find some more fairways. So thank you very much for watching. If you've enjoyed this video, please hit the like button and also subscribe to our YouTube channel.